All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our fourth game of the day. It's Sigma versus Empire, our second match. Well, this will be the final game for that series, and then we move into what should be the final series of the day, Alliance versus Cloud9, coming up after this. I'm LD Beyond the Summit. I have the pleasure to be joined here today by Fear from Team EG. Fear, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, as usual.
Yeah, we're having some hectic scheduling problems. We're running about an hour late, it sounds like. This game was supposed to be done around now, and it's just starting, so it sounds like there may be some issues for Cloud9 playing the next series, but hopefully that gets sorted out. We'll leave that to the admins. For now, looking at the draft, it's quite a different opening from... Actually, interesting. Empire banned Ember. Last game they gave it away, and it seemed like they had the answer for that Ember.
Let's see, what were Sigma's bans? Wait, who's first pick?
Sigma got Ember with second pick last game, right? What didn't Empire go? What?
I don't really remember, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. They banned Chen too, which whatever. I don't understand those bans actually. And then Centaur, normal ban. It seems like they'd rather play against Mag's Batrider than Centaur. Because it seems like if he doesn't get a Centaur, he plays Batrider.
Is that really... I don't know. I feel like I'd rather play against Centaur than Bat, but that's just me, I guess. That hero just
Every
seems to
team
win
has
games.
preferences, I guess.
Bat just has been winning games, though.
remaining.
Especially like in these crazy back and forth kill trading kind of games where you have the gem, you've got the extra vision. To be fair, Mag knows how to play it really well, too. He doesn't overstay his welcome in the lane. He goes back to the jungle. He gets his early levels up when he needs them. Whereas we look at the previous series, and the Bat was a bit slow to get the blink and to be really an impact hero in the game. So we'll see. Nature's Prophet now the choice for Sigma. In the second stage of the draft, Empire do ban out Spectre and Veno. Basically don't want to play against like the amazing AoE mass damage team fight. So they'll also be a little bit worried about some global options. But Sigma still get a Prophet, so they'll have that going for them. And now Empire working towards their... I imagine we'll see a support or two come off the board, maybe leave the carry for the last phase, but speaking of carries, Luna was removed, so we'll see Silent on something fresh this game. Maybe it's the Doom. Who knows?
Let's see, what do they have? I don't think they're going to prioritize the Doom given the heroes that Sigma has drafted. Like, it's okay against the Puck, but against AA Prophet, not really that great of a hero. And they do seem to love Bane. Like, whenever they don't get Bane, and they just pick Shadow Demon. Like, they love this setup for, like, the Exort Invoker. And are they going to run Crossflex? Probably not. They haven't done it yet. They've been struggling a little bit with Invoker, too. But I also feel like Empire has been warming up. They're starting to, like, play, like, standard Empire Dota. The first couple games, first 3 games, it seems like they had a slow start.
I guess it's early for gamers, you know, it's like... I don't know, it's like it was 3 p.m. there when they started the day, which a lot of people who play games for a living, that's like your normal wake-up time, you know, roll out of bed, eat some cereal, and you get ready to start scrimming around 5 p.m. Well, not if you're from North America. If you're from North America, you wake up at 6, 7 a.m., but yeah. Over in Europe, they get a normal sleep schedule for professional gamers.
We have to wake up at 8 or 9.
You guys got a hard life, man, you know?
Yeah.
Being EG is suffering.
Yeah, sometimes. Server location, I mean, not to bring up servers, but just like the location of US West is just pretty bad for everything.
Yeah, it's definitely tough in Dota where ultimately most tournaments do run through Europe. So, well, Sigma, go for a Weaver here as their 4th pick. Ancient Apparition Weaver combo, very annoying with the Chilling Touch, Geminate attack, and strong in the landing stage, but going Weaver against Bat, Bane, and Invoker, this is quite a bit of a lockdown to punish the Weaver before he gets Linken's.
Yeah, well, Weaver generally is really good against Batrider, because he is a natural Linken's hero, and he's very good in the lane against Batrider. He doesn't need much help. That opens up space for other lanes, so Weaver typically is known as a counter to Batrider. But Sigma, whenever they draft, I feel like they have all these heroes, but I don't see like how they fit together.
Sigma pick like they don't feel like they draft like an overall hero composition. They pick little miniature combos like the Puck or the Ancient Apparition Prophet. Like it's sort of a global pick off lineup, and then just getting like the Weaver Ancient Apparition. It's a cool laning setup. But then you go to the mid game and it's like, well, they don't really have a great frontliner. They have Puck to initiate, but who follows that up for them in the team fights? It's lacking right now. They banned out Centaur. Empire's picked Batrider. It just feels a little haphazard. So
Yeah,
I'm with
they
you on
pick a
that.
lot of squishy. And Empire, they play like they pick like they're playing World of Warcraft. Like they have like their frontline tanks. They have like dazzle healers. Like they have their roles. Like they always play initiation on mag. Like everyone has a role that they're good at, and it's well rounded every draft because the heroes that they specialize in are just well rounded heroes. Whereas Sigma, they're just picking. I don't think any one player has a certain role on this team except for maybe Pycat, who just plays a Ricer.
Yeah. It's quite diverse how they draft. I will say for Sigma, it's hard to predict how they're going to draft, but it also just seems like maybe that's hurting them. We'll see how this game goes. To be fair, they've got a relatively new group of 5. They've had some changes as far... I guess you look at Pycat, Misery, MSS as your core 3. Now they've added Fada and Paz, so that's quite a significant roster change, replacing 2 players and 5 players who haven't played a ton together. I mean, I don't know if Fada Paz have really ever played with Pycat or Misery that I can recall, so... This is a bit of a learning experience for them as a 5-man roster to get acquainted, to get comfortable, and we may just be kind of seeing that development process in action. Unfortunately, it's playing out over some very important qualifiers for them.
Is this the first time that they've played with this roster?
No, they've used this roster like the past maybe 4 to 5 days, maybe a week, in like Fragbite and other events, but it's still like relatively new, right? They had Fogged and
they've had a lot of different rosters.
Smoggle like a week or 2 ago, and now it's different.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
So, Shadow Demon gets banned out here by Empire, and...
I really want to see Empire pick Visage here, because this is going to be another one of those one-core Naxes, but if you have a Visage, I think it's fine, because Visage is a carry, in my opinion, if he gets enough farm late game. He can do like the physical damage that Nax can't always do if he gets kited around. And did they pick that Lifestealer into the Weaver?
They also do have the Invoker, and they've been going a lot of Midas Exhort Invoker, so I think you can call it like a 1.5, 2 core lineup maybe, but yeah, Sigma definitely. Oh wow, they'll go Axe here. Okay, now things get spicy. So is this an offensive tri-lane support Axe? Is that what we're seeing here?
Jungle Axe, I guess.
Yeah, that's the other option. But what does Jungle Axe like bring to the table for you this game?
What does it bring you to the... It brings you more experience in farm if they don't aggressive like any jungler, but
yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, it's pretty popular, at least, like, I haven't seen it competitive too much, but it's in all my pub games and stuff, like, axes just go Tranquils and Rush Blink, and they can get around 10 minutes if you do it correctly, so maybe that's what they're going for, because they need some initiation. I don't see why Axe was the hero with this particular game, but it is an initiation hero, so maybe it'll work out. I don't like it, but it could work out. I wanted it last game, not this game.
Well, he is good against Lifestealer. That's definitely something he is going for him, is long duration lockdown. It goes through BKB and Magic Immunity of other forms, such as Rage, so... They also have the Chop. I don't know, I guess with the Ancient Apparition ult, potentially there will be a lot of low HP heroes, so... If this X gets some levels in farm, I could see him doing work, but it's just like, where is he going to find the space? Sure, he can go jungle, but... How much... X is just... I don't know. He just takes a while to really feel like an impact hero when he starts there. So we'll see how the game works out, but...
I wanted Visage as well as their last pick for Empire, but after the Axe pick, you don't really pick Visage because Spin just destroys birds.
And also, I think I like this Disruptor pick as well. It gives them another way to deal with the Weaver, so it's not a bad choice.
Disruptor is always a good hero. Disruptor is, like, I think one of the strongest, like, safe lane laners against, like, a single solo hero. Because, like, if that hero on the off lane goes up even a little bit, Glimpse does so much work in that position.
And he's gotten a lot better at zoning heroes out of the lane with the improvements of Thunderstrike from, I don't know, a few months ago.
It is ridiculous, too.
Yeah, he's one of the stronger harassing supports. Probably you'd say Ancient Apparition is better, and maybe, I guess Venomancer once he gets a few levels, but that's really about it. He's right up there.
Yeah, the only problem with Veno is he doesn't scale as well as Disruptor does throughout the game.
No, definitely not. Well, with that being said, it's our final game of Empire versus Sigma. Just best of 2 games. It's only a round-robin pool play group stage, and then after that ends, if there's ties, maybe we have tiebreakers. Top 2 of the 5 teams in this tournament will advance to the LAN finals in the Shanghai Esports Arena. With that being said, we introduce the teams now. On the Radiant side, you've got Mag as your offlane Bat Rider. Solo mid will be Resolution, exact same build, early no talisman, pulled regen. rushing the Midas, I imagine. Vexcore will be playing your support Disruptor. The safe lane goes silent on the carry lifesteal, and that leaves Always Want to Fly once again on the Bane. And on the Dire side, you've got Team Sigma. MSS playing the Nature's Prophet. GG's, good luck, have fun coming out from everyone. Fought out your solo mid puck, also pulled with the early 1000. Pycat, the safe lane Weaver. Rushing at Basilius, you've got Poss on the Ancient Apparition, and that does leave Misery. It will be a 4-position X starting off in the woods.
Illusion!
And if you look at Poss's items, I feel bad for this guy.
Well, this is what happens when you're running Jungle X.
And, like, I think this is, like, it's funny to laugh at, but I think it's a big deal because AA, in this position, if he, like, gets under-leveled, the hero's really bad. So, and they can't really... Weaver can't really leave... He can leave the lane, but he needs space on Brown, which is AA, and I don't know if he can get it this game, and he's, like, complete ward bitch this game.
Yeah, and the other thing is Bat already has boots, and if the Weaver is ever not near the Ancient Apparition, this Bat could potentially go for a kill on AA, who's going to have very slow boots and, you know...
He's going to have really late boots, because he's going to upgrade Chicken probably, too.
Yeah. Maybe Misery does that. I don't know. But he'll go for a stack here. This is all spotted up by the Radiant, so that's another concern, is once they see the stack, maybe they even just look to rotate the Bat, leech that experience, and can even rotate a support top to get the lane experience, so... The Jungle Axe, how effective will he actually be? For now, it's going okay for Misery, but I think Batrider, one of the best offlaners, to contest or even steal his farm. Although, as I say, that there's golems, so not so good.
He got a Centaur camp there and killed that, which isn't so good. Like, he takes so much damage. It's basically Axe jungling is all about the luck. This Misery attempts to do a camp over here.
He's getting no spins. He's going to have to back soon if this keeps up.
He got pinged by Bane, too. They have a ward that sees it.
Remember, they're running Sword Invoker. They could first blood him with a Sunstrike, potentially.
Yeah, they're going to try. Look at Misery's HP.
Misery walks right into the Sunstrike. First blood to resolution. Oh my god. Oh, that's brutal.
Okay, in all chat.
Lol. So who plays... Yeah, the Radiant ward went up first. So I don't know if Sigma even knew they had a ward there.
They do now.
Damage. Who's going to buy the sentries? Ancient Apparition is completely broke. He's already dropped his sentries in lane. They can't even de-ward this.
Nope, they can't. They can't afford to. Jungle Axe.
Well, this ain't working out too well so far.
Misery's complaining in chat that he's not spinning.
Well, to be fair to Misery, he's not spinning, but all good X players know how to spin, so maybe he just needs to learn to play. Mag on the run and takes a lot of damage from the
That is so imbalanced, actually. The double attack works.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so strong.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes the combo really good in the laning stage. It's actually some teams would experiment with the aggressive tri-lane, but thing is, sure, it zones the Bat out of lane, but you can always just go woods anyway, and you leave the Weaver free farming, you're getting free farm on your lifestealer, it's not too bad.
Smoke gank mid. What's his plan here, actually? Can they even kill him with level 1 Bane?
He might just want to go mess with the Axe. I don't know if he even cares about it.
Oh, yeah, he may go for Axe.
Or maybe it was a courier snipe attempt, but it just got leveled up, so...
Yeah, I don't think he's trying a courier snipe at 3 minutes.
Maybe they can kill Fada if he wastes his orb to farm, but even then... Oh, he still got it. This is going to be a tough kill. Sunstrike's there. They do invoke the Cold Snap. Can they actually follow this up for a kill?
Nah. That's what I mean. They don't...
They had to bait out the orb first, and maybe then they get the kill.
Just a low percentage play, I think.
It's also level 1 Bane. If he was level 2 or 3, I think level 3 would have been needed. But then they could have done it.
Yeah, definitely if Bane had levels in Brain Sap, you know, Sunstrike level 5 or something, it could have worked, but for now, just a little wasted movement, made him use a salve. Nothing too big going on. Well,
Misery confirmed for not a good Axe player, but not capable of getting a lot of spins, but does have his Tranquil Boots, and yeah, this is the nice trick with Axes. You could just drop them, and let's see if he gets the stack off here. Looks like he will.
Let's see if someone steals his Tranquil Boots. No?
It's a nice trick, but it's one of those things where it's like trying to be too cute sometimes. You know, I remember, like, I think there was a game as Cassie where Arteezy was playing. He, like, dropped his Bloodstone to use his bottle, and someone like killed the Bloodstone or just stole it.
Yeah, well, it's really good. Like, that's how you get fast Blink Dagger on Axe. If you just drop your Tranquil Boots and you heal so fast, they're probably going to patch this because I'm pretty sure this is abuse or exploiting.
It is very abusive.
Yeah,
I don't approve.
Oh well, that's Dota. Whoever exploits the best wins. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
Yep. Mid lane, Fada pushes out the lane with his orb, and Resolution now in a bit of a defensive posture. Despite getting the first blood, he does well on his way to Midas, though. We'll just look to heal up, pops the salve now. Your Lifestealer does go Midas as well, so Empire are going to back up this early aggression with a double Midas, and a bit of a concern is Misery. The RNG just not with this guy.
Not today. Good news is Poss is...
Where is Trankowitz anyway? They're like somewhere in the woods. Did he lose them?
No, he has them on him.
Oh, I didn't see them. I must be blind.
Good news for AA. He's like 250 gold away from his boots.
Boots came. He's 250 gold away at 5 minutes. That's not good news at all. What are you talking about?
Well, he had to buy the chicken, 2 sets of wards, courier.
Yeah. He's doing fine considering his predicament.
Yeah,
but it is quite the predicament.
He's doing okay in levels too, but on bottom lane.
Yeah, MSS gets caught up by an open wounds. There's nothing for him to do here but die. There's a glimpse. They can easily cancel that TP attempt, and down he goes. Another kill. Free farm for your Lifestealer. The Bane gets the last hit. And meanwhile, Mag, he's off in the woods farming. Unfortunately, he's gotten some golems at the medium camp, so not ideal for him.
And the problem with running offlane Prophet like this, and when you do have a jungler, is like, he doesn't want to be in bot lane.
Yeah,
Like,
he wants to be
Prophet-
getting his Midas.
Yeah, he wants to be farming his Midas, but instead we have an Axe, like, really struggling the jungle over here, and not really utilizing the jungle like a Prophet would, but we've got a haste.
Oh, MSS. There's a Sunstrike to fly. Nails him in the face.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be there, but
This
he
is like
has to
shooting
be
fish
there.
in a barrel. Is it fair to start questioning the jungle axe? Do we just blame the RNG for this one?
I mean, I wouldn't blame the Axe, I would blame
No, the draft, I'm
combination.
saying.
Yeah, like having Axe, jungle, and a Prophet doesn't seem optimal to me.
Maybe it works out if he gets really lucky with the creep camps and the RNG, and they don't have a ward to scout him for first blood, but that's a lot of ifs.
Yeah, it'd be fine too if they ran something like Clockwork on the offlane too.
That's true.
That's self-sufficient, but Prophet actually can't do anything.
Well, Misery's going to make his first move. He is level 5. Despite giving up the kill, he's gotten good levels out of the woods. Like you mentioned, it's more the Prophet who suffered for this. And they'll try and make a go on mid, but Resolution is well positioned against this gank. Sitting towards the bottom side, safely tucked away. And they also, do they have any TPs up? Only a TP on the Disruptor, but that might be enough to keep Resolution safe. And even if they kill him, he's already got his Midas, and it's on cooldown, so it wouldn't be that big of a kill anyway.
Yeah, Resolution's doing really well, and since he's playing on Radiant, and he is playing Exort and Invoker, he can just go to the jungle like this whenever he feel like he's getting ganked, and he's not going to be too far behind in farm.
That's the one thing I do like about Jungle Axe, is he's a pretty decent roamer and ganker, even early on and without that many items. Fairly tanky, can dive towers, but you can't get those kills when Empire's playing this defensively. So now he'll back off to the woods.
And the second thing that's going to be really good is if he gets this Blink Dagger, it's really, really reliant on him getting a Blink this game, because if he jumps in with an AA ult and a Furion ult, he can kill, I think, just about any hero, even Lifestealer, if all those ults hit. So once he gets that Blink up, they're going to be looking for some plays. Same with Fada, he can do the same. And Fada is a puck player who loves going his Dagon, even more burst damage.
Yeah, maybe the puck will be the real carry. Always want to fly. Can't be out the region or top, and forces Fada to orb towards it. Misery will take the experience bit. He hits level 6, and he does have the chop now. By the way, this is quite the axe he's toting around.
What do you think's better, the old chop or the new chop?
What, you mean the 0 cooldown thing?
Yeah, but they reduced the
damage
threshold, yeah.
I think the new chop's more spectacular. I don't know if it's actually better in practice.
It's flamboyant.
A spectacular dog!
But it's like...
It's so rare where you're in a situation where you can actually get a multiple chop off. You know?
I want to say I think the old one was better, personally.
Just for the more reliable killing power, you mean?
Yeah, because at level 11, it did... How much damage did it do?
I think it was 450?
450, yeah. Which was huge. Now it's only 350, which is like level 1 before. But
it just makes the hero more reliant on his team to have big damage output, at which point, like, they probably can just get the kills themselves anyway. I don't know.
yeah.
In theory. It's still fun, though. I have seen a Rampage chop dunk. That was something to
chain
behold.
chopping people.
Yeah, the chain chopper. sounds like
Yeah, so
a serial killer.
Mag may be going on Misery bottom here.
Blink in. Lasso's there as well, and now Silence says, great, free kill for me. Rage gets popped, but they do pull him out of the Sunstrike. They pulled him too far. Berserker's call. Silent. No infest, actually. He might go down. Mag's gonna fall as well. Oh, what a disaster. Coil. Already been used, though, so... Only the back going down, but if they didn't pull him out of that Sunstrike, that was an easy kill. Some miscommunication from Empire.
Yeah, that was miscommunication. I think it was on the Invoker, though. I think he Sunstruck too close to the tower. He should have done it further back, because Bat didn't want to stop there because he was getting hit by the tower. But regardless, he goes down, and they don't get the axe.
They don't lose Lifestealer, and they force out quite a few TPs, but they also reveal the Blink, so definitely a win for Sigma.
Speaking of Blink daggers, we're going to have one on Puck in just about one creep.
And Misery's not too far off from one. If he goes for one, maybe it just goes an early Vit booster as well.
No, please don't.
Yeah, I think you need the Blink as well, but he's saving his gold.
Definitely needs it. This is like your standard meta game axe right now. You just go Tranquil Boots and the straight Blink dagger, and you just abuse the Tranquil region for jungling.
Yeah, and they have the act for now. They've got the Puck to initiate as well. Well, they'll smoke up bottom lane and make their move here. Pycat's been rotated down bottom. There's nobody actually farming top, so Always Wanna Fly is going to take that as an opportunity to get his level 6. Meanwhile, Silent. This is a good hero to reveal the smoke gank with. They can't really do anything to him by themselves. Maybe if they get off a call, but he can just run away from that. The Blink Silence, what was that? He was already raged.
He has no mana, though, on
Coil into Vangscore. Now the Glimpse throws the Ancient Apparition back. Vangscore, however, will fall. Fada's here. No TP. Lasso at the ready. Fada's going to pay. It's a support for a Puck and a smoke gank. They do force out a TP or two. Meanwhile, middle lane, Resolution. Taking some damage under the tower, but he's fine with the double forge. He'll stand his ground and back to bottom lane, where Misery, well, just in all sorts of trouble now. Lifestealer goes ham on him. A few right clicks and no chop for you, sir. That was a very awkward initiation by the Puck.
Yeah, he was already raged. I don't know. It's flame bait right there.
And they had an illusion. They popped that rune down right as they went in, I think. But yeah, he definitely saw it.
I thought it was going to go pretty well for them because Lifestealer, if they just would have waited and just waited until they grouped up, Lifestealer had no mana. It was a free tower.
Uh-oh, Radiant Courier. Pycat needs one more right click to bring it down, but it jukes over the trees and will survive.
Doesn't have quite enough damage for that.
Pycat's... He's also been forced to move around a lot, so that's my one concern is you want him to be
forced, or did he just voluntarily moving around?
Fair enough. He's been moving around a lot.
Oh, Puck, the Glimpse.
Glimpse. There's no kinetic field though, so Fada just laughs and walks out. The bottle up here as well. And your Invoker did end up going down to the tick damage from H Apparition. Meanwhile, mid lane, Fada goes back in, big plays, brings down the Disruptor as well, so a 2-for-0 exchange. Now Batrider's also on the move. It's a bloody, bloody mid-game. 5-4 your score, and Mag's hunting for a little more. Sees MSS in the woods.
Oh, MSS needs to live. He can't afford another death. He still doesn't have his Midas.
If he gets it now, considering how the game's developed, it's a pretty good time. But
yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, if he dies one or two more times, then you're looking at like a 15, 16-minute Midas, and it gets very late.
Yeah, it becomes very disastrous, especially when you're playing against like a Batrider and Disruptor.
Yeah.
You just die so easily.
I mean, he's gonna rack up a few deaths in the mid game. That's pretty much a given. So getting the Midas out now, it just shores up his economy quite a bit. And
so
4 steps on the way for Mag.
Still looking for this blink. This blink timing is a little later than I'd like. Gotta say, it's probably because the couple deaths he has under his belt. He's 0-2 right now.
Yeah, that first blood. And also, it's gotten the Invoker very fat. Resolution sitting at 6k net worth. Almost has, in fact, has his completed Necrobook one.
Oh, he's going Necrobook, alright. I think he's been doing that every game, huh? Just Midas Necrobook on the Exort Invoker.
I like it versus Weaver. You can break the Lincoln Sphere at the Mana Burn, you get the True Sight, and just a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, it's definitely very good. Especially with the Forge Spirits, you can just hit towers and siege them.
Then again, when is Necrobook ever bad? That item is just ridiculous. Even after the change, it's still so good.
Yeah, it gives more money now, just micro it better.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any weaker, right?
Yeah, the last will damage just makes that item so strong. Uh-oh, Fada does find a haster in here. Now he's going to start damaging Mag a little bit, but there's a lot of backup here, and they've spotted it out with some good Observer Wards, so they will retreat. Necro gets delivered, Midas comes online for profit, and everybody is just going to get gold.
Really good puck play from Fada. You can definitely tell, compared to like his Ember, he's played a lot of games of puck.
Yeah.
Not to say his Ember was really bad, he had an unfavorable match and got ganked and stuff, but I know his puck for a fact. He's played so many games of it that he knows that hero inside and out.
He played, I want to say, hundreds of games for Mouse Sports heading into TI3.
Yeah,
It was
really
the
did.
only hero they ran for him, pretty much.
He's going in.
Blink, silence initiation, catches out two, always want to fly. He tries to run, he can't escape. Everybody melts the HF Original and the Prophet. They both crash through, and Misery's on the chase. He's got a dunk at the ready, but he gets open wound. Now he calls, he goes for the TP out, and he will escape. Oh, sadly, no chops were had this day, though. But now he gets his blink.
This game is all like Fada right now. He's playing so well.
And he's got to be playing well, because Axe just got his blink. For the first 15 minutes, they had a useless Axe running around. Weaver, who's gone Midas, can't do anything. Ancient Apparition, who was just nerfed into oblivion by his team's hero selection, had to get wards, upgrade the courier, 6-7 minute boots. So yeah, it was all on Fada, and he's delivered. Aside from that one death at the early start of the game, but otherwise he's been on the money.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. MSSC now has this Midas up too, and it looks like Misery's gonna go on resolution here.
Uh-oh, Axe is here, gets off the Berserker's calls, the spins are strong with this one. Look for the dunk, look for the dunk, give him the chop. No, he gets open wounds, no chop for you, sir. I said bad day, sir. I said very bad day. MSS glimpse back, no TP out. This Axe just can't catch a break. Ancient Apparition, oh. They seen it, they pinged it out, and they'll dodge away from it.
I think Misery on Skype or whatever program he's using is probably pretty mad. And he's not getting too many spins, I gotta say.
He got a decent number of spins there, but there was just so much TP support as well.
I think he had one or two, and I think he should have had at least 4.
Yeah, the RNG is a bit lacking, but this is just one reason why Axe is a dangerous pisk.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Sometimes you see Axe play, he just gets in there and spins a million times, like, alright, this hero's unbalanced, and sometimes he just goes in there, doesn't spin at all, and you're like, this hero's garbage.
Do you really want to pin your draft on that? Blink silence initiation? They do find Silent here. He's got Rage, he's got the Infest. Will he pop inside of somebody in time? Yes, he does. He says, Vangscore, get me out of here, Bubba. He's infested, they'll go for the TP out. Berserker's call, cooling down 1 second, it's too late, the flame break. Oh boy, Lifestealer gets evac'd on the Meta Chopper, and he'll live.
That was close, yeah. He had like 0.2, 0.3 seconds until his call is up.
And you will shatter through the Rage as well, so.
Yeah, but you can't shatter while you're infested, so that's
that was good
play.
play.
Fada delivering
silence.
again.
This Fada play. Now he's going to get 2 for the price of 0, unless
no
they don't have sentries. No, they do, but it's on Pos, who is nowhere nearby.
This poor AA, he's like buying everything. They can't even like have sentries on him because he's not even going to be near them. And a gym, okay. This is some support play.
I honestly feel like at this point you might just want to let the Axe start doing that because he's got his Blink. Like, what are you going to get, a Blade Mail? I mean,
he does have sentries on Axe now, yeah. But he's going to probably have a gem on Axe too pretty soon here. Because there's no Puck should probably take the gem. Axe is dying a lot.
I would not give the gem to this Axe. Apparently the internet's crashed in China. Fortunately for today, we've got some Western teams playing, so the games go on. Perhaps not to the satisfaction of the Chinese viewers, but well, them's the breaks. And Empire do have a match coming up fairly soon for, I think it's Fragbite, so they do not want to pause for anything. And I wonder if that's affecting things for them. Maybe they'll look to like rush the conclusion of this game and force the issue. I know we've seen that from Fnatic in the past. Actually, it was against Empire where they GG'd out because they had to go play another tournament.
I've had to do that once or twice. It's not really a good position to be in.
Or if you play the game, but you know you're on a timer, so you're like, alright, we're going to go for a cheesy 5-man push strat, except when your opponents see it coming in the draft, they just counter it, and then you just lose.
Wasn't that a DreamHack? Like a Fnatic and Alliance had a game where Fnatic had to like win or stall the game or something like that to like 20 minutes and they'd advance their group stages.
Yeah. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, they had like some undying strat. I think if they would have put normal, they would have went through, but I think they thought about it too much to finish the game early, and well, Alliance had to finish the game early. That's what it was. Anyways, those positions aren't fun to be in.
Undying, I've seen 2 Undying games recently. That hero is just so bad right now.
Yeah,
everyone just dodges the Undying lane, and then you've got the most useless support in the game at 15-20 minutes walking around. It just doesn't do anything.
Well, Undying, like, in theory, it's a pretty good hero, but people know how to play against it now, so it doesn't do anything.
I do miss my zombie house, zombie apocalypse, tri-lane versus tri-lane shenanigans, but we see a little more diversity in how teams are laning right now, I feel, so that's pretty good. Infest Bomb heads towards top. Are they going to find this Nature's Prophet? They may have seen him in the neighborhood. Wow, Empire! Are they really going to fight MSS? They're so close. Yet a little bit far. They do see the puck. Do they go back for Fada instead? He's the gem carrier. This is an even bigger prize. Oh, they're going to commit onto him. Out comes the Infest. Where's that lasso? They didn't even get it off. They don't even need a lasso to kill the puck. What in the world? They got a bash. They got a bash on Silent. That's what it was. That's why he couldn't move. I was like, man, Fada's drunk or something, but he got bashed, and then they get three kills suddenly.
Oh man, that's a disaster.
Dire's top tower
I'm surprised they didn't use lasso for that first kill. Like, I guess, were they counting on the first hit bash or something?
There's no way you count on something like that.
Well, they got lucky there, that's for sure.
Yeah, well...
It's also a level 1 phase shift, that's the other issue is...
I think he orbed already too, so they knew that. So they realized they didn't need to use it.
Yeah, and he couldn't phase Blink in the end, but... They walk away with 3 kills and a tier 1 tower, and, well, the graph just careens back in Empire's favor. Pycat does have Lincoln Sphere up, but it's only the beginning for him. There's a ton of ways to break that Lincoln Sphere. Batrider can just break it with his own Force Staff, and then Lasso. You've got the Lifesteal and Open Wounds, Cold Snap, Mana Burn from the Necro Creeps. This Lincoln Sphere is only the beginning. He's got a lot left to farm.
And they have Gem and a Necro 3, so in team fights you can't even be that elusive. Fan score?
No TP scroll. He'll glimpse the Weaver all the way back, but then Misery says, great, my first chop of the game. What a satisfying dunk that must have been. Oh my god. He's been waiting 21 minutes for that chop.
He got the chop. Let's see what happened here with this item progression on Nakes. Oh, he's gonna have an Abyssal Blade pretty quick this game. Holy crap, he is farmed.
This Weaver's, I feel like it's extremely high chance of feed, even with the Lincoln Sphere.
I think this Furion's, I mean, he's already kind of feeding, but he's not gonna have a good game against this stuff. Like, he can't do anything on this Nature's Prophet. Like, he can try split pushing, but Batrider, Nakes, all these heroes can just run at him and kill him. Even Invoker at this stage, I think, can just run at him and solo kill him.
And Empire just keep on finding the openings with the bat. It's like, no matter where they roam, forever, they find heroes to target down. The Sunstrike comes in the Roche Pit. They will see this Roche being attempted. It's split pretty evenly there. Will they actually look to contest is the main question.
Even if they don't, they're going to get one tower on top for sure.
Mag is coming. They are going to look to fight this one. Invoker, does he have Boots of Travel? No. He won't be joining the fight for this, but they feel they don't even need him. There's a blink-in initiation for the act. He gets glimpsed back, but he gets off the dunk. A spectacular dunk! Doesn't get the double dunk, though, and now the Batrider comes in, looks to clean up the Roshan. Pycat dropping low. Roche, not dead just yet. The Berserker's call off the mark and silent. Now pops Armlet. Oh, he could start going to work here on quite a few heroes. Batrider is trapped on a cliff. He's got a Force Staff and a Blink. And Invoker's just ignoring it. Resolution's off in his own little world, pushing in the top lane. He'll start threatening the base. And they might just have to back. They're forfeiting the Roche for this. They'll go back and defend the tier 3 top. And that's it. Well, no, maybe they'll stick around. Misery, getting ready for the Blink initiation. They will rage rather early. H-Emperor Schnolt comes in. It connects on a few heroes. Now the Blink. The call is there. The Aegis snatch. The Dire get the Aegis as well. They get the last hit. They get the kill. They get the double kill. Down goes the Lifestealer. Down goes the Bane. And Sigma making this just massive plays to keep this game alive. Suddenly, Blade Mail out on Axe. And oh boy, look at the graphs just plummet.
Yeah, that was a great play from Sigma. They were able to get the Lifesteal. Lifesteal was attacking the bug instead of Roche because he knew, like, when you get hit by an A blast in the pit like that and Roche is so low, your options are so limited. Like, all right, I want to get back, but Roche is so low, but they're going to get a kill on Van Score.
Uh-oh, give him, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more.
He's going to chop it.
There we go.
He was dead, but couldn't resist the dunk when you get one.
That's the best part about playing Axe, is stealing every single one of your team's kills if you have the opportunity.
And actually, I was going to say as well, if they did get the Aegis on the Dire, I think they should just give it to Axe. And luckily Axe, it worked that way, because he just stole it. I don't think they would have gave it to him if it was... I think they would have gave it to Weaver, but I think that would have been the wrong choice if they would have got it uncontested.
Well, I guess, yeah, this way he can just blink in, call, like, tank all the damage, and then come back and do it again.
Yeah, he can just run in like a retard, and that's good.
Downside is Pycat is still very vulnerable to dying. Like, sure, that fight worked out well for them, but this Lifestealer... Oh, actually, he's pretty far off of Abyssal Blade after that death. I thought he was closer.
He was
on quite a streak, I guess.
Was he? No, he only has 3 kills, so he couldn't have been that big of a streak. But he spent a lot of time. At
Oh,
the
you know what?
pit
He
doing
bought
nothing.
the plate mill. That's what happened.
Oh, he's
Okay. Yeah. I was like, wait, I thought he was really close, but yeah, he's going to Salkaris instead.
That's kind of normal, just Basher in the AC too. It's a normal build. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty good, especially against Axe, because this spin is physical. So the more armor you can stack up, the more useless that hero becomes. And Axe is a hero that falls off pretty hard the later the game gets.
I want to see more chops.
That's
Okay.
what's up. That's the big item for Weaver. Weaver's actually very farmed, and most games I play Weaver against
Dire's
Snakes,
middle
I tend to
tower is
win
under
because
attack.
like when it gets late game, especially when you have AA, like AA is really underrated against Lifestealer because if you get the effect off on him, he can't use Feast, and he becomes a very easy target for Weaver.
Well,
AA ulting the root. I don't know what was that.
they were trying to find this Batrider, but he blinked and blinked away and ended up just... He was kind of hiding out on this cliff for a while, but yeah, just retreated out in the end.
I say, was he scouting for wards or what?
Yeah, I guess he's doing a bit of dewarding with the gem and just gets out in the end, but... overall, yeah, the Lifestealer can be dealt with by Weaver, but that's where you do look at Empire and say they've got the Invoker who's farming quite well, working towards the Scythe of Vice. You have a BKB coming for Batrider, which will allow him to initiate quite freely. Only the Axe who can disrupt him. Empire do have a lot of other heroes who can be relevant. It's just, it's very rare to see them play a game where it's like on 1 or 2. It's like you said, they've got very versatile players, evenly skilled players, and just the way that they draft their lineups means everyone is a piece of the puzzle for them later on.
Yeah, I feel like this game is like Empire versus Dogma and then Resolution versus Dogma. He's been like playing his own game. I haven't seen him in a single team fight. He's just been split pushing and farming by himself the entire game. And he has a Hex now. He is very farmed.
Well, he got first blood, he got a really fast Midas. He's died a few times, 1, 2, and 3, but he's been CSing well. He's actually the leader in farm, which is...
The only support he's given to his team, I think, are just Sunstrikes.
I mean, they were literally contesting Roche, and he was farming top lane. That, yeah, he forced some TPs back, but
He got the tower, too.
yeah, it worked out okay.
It's like, this is the Lycan Invoker.
Resolution is defending bottom for now. He's got some Forged Spirits in the bottom lane, and it looks like they're prepped to go on something, but there's no heroes here. And meanwhile, Empire make a move of their own. Scouted out by an MSS Treant. Good micro skills.
Oh.
That gank's over.
Fada doing some cute plays with Puck.
I'm in your debt.
Right before you kill the Necromonica and you shift while your attack's in there, you don't take the damage. You get the gold.
Nice. Yeah, also,
That's a
did
cute
he
little
dodge
trick.
that Sunstrike as well, it looked like?
When?
There was an Invoker Sunstrike on the ground right around that time.
Oh, I didn't see it,
Radiant's
no.
bottom
Well,
tower
I saw
is
like a
under
random
attack.
hollowed out piece of ground. I
Dire's
assumed it was a
structures
Sunstrike. Maybe
are
I'm wrong.
fortified.
HF Burst ult comes in mid, connects on 2, and the tower will fall. So
Dire's
Team
middle
Empire
tower has fallen.
trailing in terms of kills with... I mean, arguably the... Yeah, I guess both lineups good at getting hero kills, but a lineup that you'd expect to be just a little more offensive.
Dire's
Sigma
middle tower
looking for the
is under
pickoffs here
attack.
and there, but mostly just wanting to farm, and now they'll find Resolution
Radiant's
mid.
bottom tower
MSS
is
is
under attack.
taking a page out of the Bulldog book here and just ratting it up a bit with the Necro 3.
Yeah, it seems like this game is mellowed out now, and I want to say that's going to be better for Sigma. I do like Sigma better in the later phases of the game. Because Weaver's very good against Lifestealer, and on top of that, the more farm Nature's Prophet gets, and Puck, when he gets his Hex eventually, which he's getting close to, will even out the Invoker's Hex. And it'll be a pretty close game, and it favors Sigma the longer they take this game, I believe.
Maybe their ancient apparition will even have a hour-long gags.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Anything could happen.
Maybe. It's
He's got 30
possible.
minutes to farm it. It's fine. Oh, bottom lane. They'll set up with the ancient apparition ult. Resolution is just going to skirt out of it. Actually does connect, but they couldn't get in range for a Blink Dagger there.
They're gonna go for Infest gank right now. So basically, all they need to do on Sigma now is just minimize deaths to Batrider. If Batrider's off the map, they need to group up.
Uh-oh.
Puck,
Fada orbiting right back into the enemy squad. This is a perfect opportunity to pick him off, and in comes the Sunstrike. They blew him up way too fast for that.
yeah, he needs to. He wanted his Hex. Did he?
Big
Wait.
kill. He didn't buy the Mystic Staff.
Oh, okay, he has. Yeah, he didn't get it. He was very close. Very close.
Courier was not in position, sitting at the shop. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Blink Initiation onto Resolution, and he will be dunked. Slam-a-lama ding-dong.
Wait, did the Aegis just expire there? It must have, huh? I don't think he died. Because it's no longer on Axe. I thought it was still up, though.
Axe? Wait, when did Axe... What?
Did he have the Aegis? He had the Aegis, right?
Oh, yeah, I think it expired.
Alright.
It expired a minute ago, it looks like. When it hits, like, the 9 p.m. mark, that's when the Aegis expires.
Alright, I don't...
Yeah, this clock requires, like, a complicated manual to read.
Yeah, it's not very easy. I like the old one.
I would... Just a digital countdown would be fine in my book.
Silent might be in trouble here.
Oh, he doesn't have Infest. He doesn't have a TP scroll either. And, I think they'll just run him down. Silent looks to be toast. Can Disruptor keep him alive? There's not a whole lot. He glimpses back one here on the other side of play, but still the Weaver keeps on chasing. Oh, they'll let him go in the end. So that glimpse, pulling the axe back, does end up keeping him alive.
And the bugs missed. You can't continue chasing unless the bugs hit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Misery says, let's go deep. Let's go for this one. Silent juking. He's trying to juke that blink, but Misery has not even deployed it yet. Still hanging on to it. Are they going to turn this one around? Everybody starts to cluster up. They might catch Poss retreating out. Oh, the glimpse is there. That's the death of Poss. Unless he can TP out, not gonna happen. And now they come right back in. A little chaotic fight, but the 2-hero blink call initiation comes through. The puck follow-up, the double dunk. Misery slams it in and looks for more. Now Silent trying to fight it out against a whole host of heroes. The Necromania's there. He pops out. He gets a bash on Pycat. What a timely bash. Pycat panics in the end. Had no time lapse. Nothing to do but die. Oh, the RNG. Strong for both teams with the spins in that fight and then the bash there at the end as well.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate he got bashed there. Good lord, these fights are so scrappy. What's even going on?
Yeah, you've just got like these awkward pickoffs and then like ballsy counter initiations and then even more aggressive counter initiations, and who knows who comes out on top in the end.
It's fun to watch though.
This is Dota. This is what it's all about.
The only thing I'm disappointed about in this game is Fada did not go for his signature Dagon. But maybe next game.
Can he really though? I feel like they need a Hex pretty bad.
Oh, come on, you can always go Dagon.
Really?
Always.
Later on, I agree, but
I mean, usually what he does is he gets a Dagon and gets a lot of solo kills, and it doesn't even slow his Hex down too much.
The thing is, this team's pretty tanky, though. I don't know how many
with
solo
AA
kills.
ult and
yeah, that's true.
There's good pick-off potential for it.
Well, maybe the team vetoed him. They said, you don't get to be the hero. Axe is our hero today.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
There's your Abyssal Blade now, so... Silent has hit that. This is the ideal time for Empire to just, like, go win the game. AC's up, Abyssal's up. They've got pretty much all their core items, maybe missing the Disruptor Ags, but that's not that important. Boots of Travel up on Resolution. A bit short of the buyback. That's the only thing I see them lacking here. BKB, Gem, level 16 on Mag. This is go time for Empire. Like you said, the Weaver matches up really well against Lifestealer as he gets more and more items, but he's not quite there yet. Just a Talisman of Evasion, Desolator, Lincoln Sphere. Not really ready to hold the line and can still easily be brought down if they get off the Abyssal Blade or the Hex on him. So they'll look to break the base here. Firefly, Mag just lurking on the low ground. There's a glyph available. Ancient Apparition ult should be coming in any second now. It will not connect on... actually hits 2 in the end. Worked out pretty well. Meanwhile, Bat leaping forward. He wants to go on the puck, but he'll settle instead for the axe. They pull him way out of position, and then he starts spinning, but it's just not very much in terms of the spins. They get the quick kill on him. He'll buy back instantaneously. Banksco gets caught. 4-hero coil. Well done. They bring down the Disruptor immediately. Now he'll buy back on the Disruptor, but he can't quickly get back into the fight. They've blown the last, so they've used a lot of BKBs. They hex Pycat, but he's still a fast chicken, so he'll live. Mag looking to go back in, but he gets called a chop. Now a grip on Misery from the sidelines. Silent going deep for this one. Wants the Misery kill, but they've not dealt with the Weaver, who promptly cleans him up. This fight getting ultra chaotic. Mag on the way out. The Weaver now, for Puck actually phase shifting, jumping out the other direction, and now they start chasing the Batrider down. They did kill off the Bane while this was going on, so 3 heroes fall for Empire, along with the Disruptor, Death, and Buyback, so make it 4. And in the end, Sigma lose 3. One of those being an Axe dieback, so they don't lose any of their cores, which I would call it a Sigma win. Plus, it looks like they'll get Roche.
Sigma definitely pulls out ahead there, because if they get the Roche up too, are they going to get... There's a lot of rebuys coming out now. Maybe they want to contest this, but can they? Yeah, it looks like they're not killing it fast enough. They don't have a medallion up. So This is actually going to be close.
Are they? Mag's coming. He does have the Blink Dagger. He's going to pop it immediately. They're streaming at the Roche Pit. Empire pinning a lot of hopes on Contestius. I think it's going to fall in time. Do they get out safely? Aegis is there. Can they punish this Weaver on the retreat? They have spotted him. They now break the Lincoln Sphere and with the 4-step, but he gets hexed up. Mag unable to get in position. They glimpse back Pycat. BKB gets popped. Where's that Blink Dagger? He can't use it. It's disabled by the Swarm. He's ignoring it. He's going so hard for this kill, but can't find a thing. Now Pycat continues the retreat out. Oh, what an expensive set of buybacks. And all for naught. And now they've overextended. Empire went extremely hard for this one. But Pycat will fall, loses the Aegis, comes back to life. They've dropped their gem. Now the Weaver's going to free raid. They lose the Disruptor as well. Already a double kill and not even done yet. Chase. And Silent will make it out alive, it looks like. But, well, will he? Actually, no TP scroll. Fada continues chase. He's got the Hex available. Blink's cooling down. Maybe Silent doesn't make it home safely. And if Misery gets the Blink call to follow up the Hex, that will be the death of Silent.
They're losing racks, too.
Uh-oh. Yeah, meanwhile, Prophet's in their base, but we'll watch that in a second. Silent gets caught out. The Blink, the silence is there. Where's that Berserker's call? Gets him with the call. Gets ready for the dunk. Looking to slam it in. No, he can't. They'll give it to Pycat in the end. Meanwhile, behold the Meteor, but this is probably game with all those buybacks. And now just 4 heroes barreling down the bottom lane. They'll take one laner back. They could rotate top, maybe take a tier 2 mid if they want, or just settle for this and back off. But Empire just threw away any advantage they had. Now a Butterfly comes out for the Weaver, and straight to the top lane they'll go. Sigma, is it going to be yet another 1-1 on the day? Looks like it might be.
It's looking like it. He's got a grip going down on Furon here. He said poor Furon's having a rough time.
Yeah, but he'll be fine. The Glimpses sends it back to safety, and Misery jams it in. That gets Stephanie Blast onto the tower. He'll pay with his own life. Meanwhile, the puck's been lassoed into the fountain. Oh, Sigma getting a little overzealous.
They have to back after that. That was it's
And that was Fada.
Oh, he's gone. He blinked out of there, but he's dead.
That's what you
man.
get. Pycat even had like a salve that he ferried in to try and sustain the push, but with all those dives and deaths, it did not work out that way.
Yeah, I was about to praise Sigma as well, because like Puck has been playing fantastic this game. Like he's been spot on with all his initiations, and Misery as well has been playing really. He had a rough start, but he's been getting some nice 2-man, 3-man calls. Has he got a 3-man call? He's got a lot of 2-man calls this game.
And
so
he set up the Puck in a lot of cases so that Fada can come in and just clean up or bring them low enough for Pycat to do the rest. So yeah, he's had a big impact. The Axe pick has actually worked out in the end. It was looking real bleak for a while, but just get your Tranquils, get your Blink even if it's late, and then go make hay.
Their initiation has been on point this game between the two of them.
And the other thing is Empire has just not really fought as a team very often, to be honest. Resolution's been split pushing almost the entire game, and he's done a good job of applying pressure, but I feel like when they've needed him in team fights, he just hasn't been there.
Yeah, I agree. Like, usually when you see Empire play, at least today, they've been losing early game a little bit, and then they just group up together, and then Batrider gets a nice pick, and then they just, like, take a bunch of objectives off it. They haven't had that same impact this game. Oh, Batrider.
Uh-oh, Blink. Call initiation is there. The Blade Mail comes through. He'll BKB, gets out of the Ancient Apparitional just in the nick of time. He'll make it out safely. But another BKB forced out.
Yeah, he needs Puck to be there to follow up with the Hex if they're going to do that.
Well, still they force out the BKB, send the bat back to base, and maybe they just push
off. Oh,
they
see the Lifestealer.
Uh-oh, he pops Rage, he'll head to the north, but Fada's going to continue pursuit, and Silent is still not carrying a TP scroll. He just doesn't want to sell the Midas. I guess he counts on Infest to get out of these fights. Well, it doesn't cost him there. But it feels like it could be costly in some of these other engagements that are yet to come.
Yeah, I think right now, Sigma should find a fight because Lifestealer has no rebuy for about a minute and a half. If they get a kill on him now, I think that's game over. So if they can invest in a smoke and kill the Lifestealer, and then I think they'll be able to win the game just off that alone. Or in any team fight, just focus down the Lifestealer. He can't come back. Whereas Invoker, I think he has a rebuy. Yeah, so they don't want to be going on Invoker. If they go on in the team fight and he dies, he'll probably just TP back to one of his Forged Spirits, and that won't be good for them.
Well, the Lifestealer maybe shows up too late for them to do anything about it. Our Prophet will TP out from bottom lane right as the gank came towards him, but won't catch him in the end. Axe is working towards something. Plate mail's up, point booster's up. Curious to see whether it's an Ags or an AC. AC seems like or maybe even a Shiva's, but some sort of armor item does seem like a pretty good idea. We'll see what he goes for.
It'll be a Shiva's almost. pretty certain on that, actually. He went point booster into play
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering is...
Yeah.
It's probably just a casual point booster. It's a pretty
Yeah.
cost-efficient item.
Yeah, it probably is. And then he's probably just going to go for Shivas and then finish off the Ags after.
Yeah, just trying to stay alive for now while Pycat keeps on farming. Has the Butterfly up, still the value salve available. Probably wants to save for a buyback time-lapse into the fights again, but beyond that, I think needs a little more HP. He's still quite squishy.
Pycat's builds have been incredibly greedy today. Like, unbelievably greedy. Like, his Luna didn't go BKB. Weaver refuses to go BKB. All about the damage today.
Do you think he's like too greedy, or it's greedy enough and it's okay?
With Weaver, it's about how you want to play it. I think when he has two heroes that can initiate for him, it's fine. But when you have lack of initiation, you play Weaver, then you just need to just go full defensive. So I think this is fine.
And speaking of initiation, they have the Prophet Hex as well now, so they've got even more initiation.
Yeah, MSS has been rather quiet this game, but he's going to start coming to fruition now with all these items.
Yeah, he's been very quiet. He's thrown out a few ultimates in the team fights, and he did have the nice, not even backdoor, just pushed with the wave while Empire were busy fighting Sigma in the woods over hereabouts. But yeah, his presence has not really been felt that much as of yet. Still, the later the game goes, the more we expect to feel it. And there's your Aghanim Scepter, buddy. You didn't believe in the Ancient Apparition.
Good lord.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I didn't think so, especially after like he died again, like near the Radiant Ancients. I was like, alright, this guy is just gonna feed all over the map. Where did he even get money for that?
I don't know. Roche, tower kills.
Yeah, I guess. Like, Rax going down bottom was probably big. The tier 3 gives a lot of money.
Top lane, there's an Infest Bomb. Looking for Pycat, but the Berserker's Call gets baited out. Now they'll just look to retreat with the BKB. That would have been a disaster if they got caught. Maybe they still will. There's a Hex. Yeah. Oh, the TP gets canceled out. Lifesteal is trapped on the trees, but he's still Fireflied. What? That pig is burning out of its ass. Ate something really nasty, I guess. And now the Blink Call is there. They've called out Silent as well. They'll try and wait it out. Mew on the sidelines comes to score. He drops his ultimate. Immediately he'll fall. And now they'll just kite Silent here. H-Apparition connects. He turns off the armlet at the wrong time and just melts. And Empire just completely self-destructing. Resolution gets caught. That's going to be 4 dead, and this might just be a GG out. Triple kill for Resolution, but they'll double buyback. They get an ultra kill at MSS of all heroes. What? I guess the Maelstrom doing some work, and
he's really farmed now. Yeah, Pycat rebought, wanting to time lapse back in the fight, but it was on 3-second cooldown.
So he bought Boots of Travel instead.
He bought Boots of Travel. That was kind of funny. Because he was in the background. He got gripped in the back and ended up dying.
Well, they'll try to take Rax here. And without the light, well, they have the lifestealer back, but they don't have the lasso. Actually, they're going to force him out. Resolution's on the chase as well. Where's that tornado? Where's something to cancel TP? Late on the flame break, but they have found MSS. Gem is going to drop if he goes down, which he will. So that's a gem that hits the deck. Now Thada just tries to make his own escape. Looks like he'll barely squeak away with his own life. Well, in the end, I think you still call it a Sigma win there. I guess they're losing the gem.
There's so many rebuys there. Holy crap.
How many did they use? Invoker,
2?
Lifestealer.
Yeah, I don't know if 3.
And the
right
Bane.
Too.
It was 4 rebuys, and the Bane bought back as well.
Yeah, it was a big win for Sigma.
Next team fight that Sigma wins could just be GG, potentially.
Yeah. When you have to rebuy 4 heroes, you probably lost the fight.
Unless you take Throne off of that, or like 2-3 lanes of Rex. And a High of Scotty for Resolution. Against a... what's this about? He's up against a Weaver. That's kind of curious.
Most people would go...
Refresher is like... I feel like Refresher is your go-to here.
Isn't Ags is good as well?
Yeah.
He's getting to the stage where he can cast all his spells.
Yeah.
Ags is pretty good for that.
Ags is good for that, and Refresher is good. It gives you the double Hex, and it gives you like the double big AoE nuke combo, if you want it, but...
That's good too. But he's just going for more of like a right-click build. But who's he gonna slow? Like, all the heroes are like ranged or
they're all
really
Blink
mobile.
heroes. Like,
yeah.
All the key ones anyway. Prophet will just join the fight whenever he pleases, and I don't know. It's a little curious. It does make him tankier as well, which maybe he's worried about getting burst down by Sigma. Well, another support X comes out, Disruptor. So this could be big potentially. Although they don't have any BKBs, so not the biggest deal.
Do they have any items of worth? I mean, hexes. That's about it.
Yeah.
He can only stop hexes with the Ags pickup. Yeah, and I don't think Ags was the best item on Disruptor this game, but it's not terrible. If you can get it off on Puck or something in Furion before they get their hex off, that could be pretty big.
Yeah, there's like, they have one Force Staff on the Batrider. It's a little odd to see that at 45 minutes in. Especially against Sigma, who are clearly a good chasing lineup. But here comes the gank from Empire. Leading the way is Mag. The blink call is there, though. They spotted him out. The apparition of Colt comes crashing in. Connects on two. Not a great start. However, they do kill off the Axe during the midst of this, and now the Puck starts diving in. But Resolution is kiting him down, killing him off with the Eye of Scotty. And now, on the backside of the fight, the Puck is already dead. Silent gets obliterated. No buyback up for him. And now we go to the other direction, where Resolution looks to TP out. They were going to TP on top of him. That score, bro, trots into the base. He'll die as well. Everybody scatters to the wind, and 4 heroes fall in the end for Empire. I missed one of the deaths. I think it was the... I guess it was the Bane who just died at the start of the fight. And the Lifestealer just got blown up over here. That's no buyback on your Lifestealer. He's dead for 80 seconds. No buyback on Batrider, dead for 50. Should they even be going Roche? Should they just be going down mid and winning?
Yeah, I think they should have just pushed mid, but I think they have time for both, so... Oh, actually, this is a safe play, because Mystery has no rebuy either.
Ah, that's true.
So, like, he's still gonna... They still have 60 seconds. I think doing this is perfectly fine. Do they have Culling Blade up? No, not yet. And Misery, like, after they won they fight, he did a celebratory donk on a creep.
And it rimmed out, apparently.
Yeah.
He's still icing his arm after that one. Definitely Blast will catch Misery, and he just makes a little jaunt through the enemy base, takes a ton of damage for this. But the Rex is the objective. Now Resolution is going to look to Hex up at Pycat, then they grip him! Pycat loses the Aegis to start the fight, Misery jumps in, but can't cast a spell. He's going to feed his life away! Oh, don't go 322 on me, Sigma, not right now. You need this win. They'll bring down another. They try and batten down the hatches here. They'll start barreling away the Rex, and the Invoker is dead for 110 seconds. They will, however, lasso MSS into the towers, into the fountain, practically. He doesn't have rebuy? Oh, he does. He does. And he's got cheese. So they've taken down 2 lanes of Rex. This should be the 3rd top. And they'll barely hang on. They were 1 or 2 extra bad deaths away from throwing this game back the other direction, but they take it in the end. Dog outlast Empire, and Empire now 2-2 after 2 games, and the other 2 teams both 1-1.
So, do you think Lifestealer is even a good hero? I don't remember the last time I've watched a Lifestealer game and the Lifestealer won. I definitely don't think it's good this game, because like I said, the last team fight, if you watched it, the AA ult, you can't feast, which means you can't regen. And then you get the bugs on you too, and Weaver just clicks you, and he just does nothing. So I don't know if it's a hero problem, or just too many heroes counter Lifestealer right now.
It just seems like the kind of heroes he was good against don't get picked that much. Like, he was pretty good against, like, Gyrocopter for a time when that hero was popular, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. I think he's still good situationally, but this meta seems to... You mentioned Apparition, who somewhat counters him. Teams are picking a lot more lockdown that goes through Magic Immunity, the Bane, the Batrider. This game you had the Axe, and teams are just willing to go experimental with their drafts and find heroes that are good against him. So he's just not as versatile of a carry. Like, he's melee. He's not the best at chasing these mobile drafts, so... Ultimately, though, I don't think you could just put it on the picks by any stretch. It was just a crazy back-and-forth game.
I just never see him win, but Sigma, like I said, they played really well. They played really, really well. Like, they had a kind of a rough start. Like, you know, the jungle Axe wasn't doing so well. Furion had a horrible time bottom and couldn't go back to the jungle, but they held their composure, got a good combos off. Their initiation was on point this game. I think that's what really won them the game.
Yeah, Misery had some great blink calls, and he did it after what would have put most players on complete tilt mode. Getting first blooded at the creeps, not getting any spins when he needed them. Rimmed out on a few of the early dunks, but he delivered in the end and fought up probably the MVP with his puck play. Well, Sigma, they'll take this win. They're now 1-1. And with that being said, guys, we've got one more match coming up. It's Alliance versus Cloud9. We'll take a quick break here, and then we'll be bringing you that game. I'm LD. He's Fear. If you enjoy our casting, you can follow us. Twitter.com/FearDota for Fear, and Twitter.com/LDDota for me. Big shout out, of course, to our sponsors helping to bring you guys the coverage today. 100TB.com, dedicated server host, as well as Esports Venture, esports betting site. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back for our final best of 2 after this. Stay tuned.